Good morning, YouTube. Or yes, it's still morning. It's Cherise here. It's currently 11:56 a.m. on Monday, the 23rd. Yeah, Monday the 23rd. And how do you feel about this lighting? This is 100% natural lighting. I feel like I'm being washed out. I'm not this pale. I feel very pale. I have on an extra lamp. Let's see if I turn this lamp off, what it does. Still good, but I'm going to keep the lamp on because I feel like it does make it better. Let me point it up at the ceiling. All right, so I'm already dressed and we're just gonna do my makeup. I need to leave at 12:30 to meet my friend for lunch, late brunch, lunch in Charlotte, one of my favorite little spots in Charlotte. And it's called the Flying Biscuit. It's so good. They have the best grits I've ever had. And I just love brunch food. I love breakfast food. So I'm really excited to be going to eat. And I'm really excited to see my old roommate from college because she's graduated. Go Liz. Go Liz. Go Liz. But yeah, this is the first day of my series where I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 palette to create a look. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. Let me pull my makeup container over closer. I'm kneeling to do this. So hopefully my knees don't start to hurt too bad. I think I'll be okay. Alright, so we're going to start with foundation. And for today, since I'm showing so much skin, not really, just like with a halter top, I'm going to try and match more of my chest. So bear with me. So the foundation I'm going to wear is going to be my Neutrogena foundation, my favorite one from them. If I can find it. Everything is kind of mixed up. Here we go. Here it is. My Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup in Chestnut. So I'm just going to shake this up a little bit and we're going to apply this to the face. I already primed my face using the Nivea Sensitive Skin Men's Post-Shave Balm. Now, as you can see, this is pretty liquidy. I'm just going to dab this onto my skin. Like so. And I got some of my hair on it. I'm going to toss that. And we're going to go ahead and blend this out. Using this brush from BH Cosmetics. A lot of BH Cosmetics. Let me get a mirror. If you're like, that color don't match, bruh, it's gonna oxidize, so just chill. It will melt into my skin. But I'm basically buffing this into the skin, and then we're gonna blend over it with a beauty blender. The look I'm going for is gonna be relatively simple, but we're still gonna utilize that palette. And I'll show you the colors of my dress because it will all make sense. I also feel like just having simple makeup, since I'm really not doing anything too exciting. I have to work the night shift again, so I'm literally going to be going to this brunch and then coming back and just relaxing and trying to go to sleep. So once I get closer to my edges, I kind of just leave it looking scary, like a mask. And now I'm going to take my beauty blender and start to go over this. I like to use my beauty blender to get closer to my edges, as you can see. And if it seems like I'm kind of rushing, if I seem rushed, it's because I don't want to take too long doing this look. I kind of already have it envisioned in my head, so it shouldn't take me too long to execute. And I kind of want more glowy skin, so I don't think I'm going to be setting this 100% with powder. You'll see what I do. Because I really do like the finish and the look of this makeup on my skin. And as you can see, it does match my chest pretty well. And since the brush still has product on it, you can just lightly press where you need any additional coverage. go ahead and dab on those areas. And I'm also bringing it down the neck a little bit and going over my ears a little bit. As you can see, the coverage is quite nice on this. So I'm just going to blend whatever's left over on my brush down into my neck, because my neck is darker than my face and definitely darker than my chest. And then take the beauty blender and then just go back over everything just to press it into the skin, mesh everything together. As you can see, now we have a nice, even, smooth canvas. All right. Still using whatever's left over on my brush to blend onto my neck, especially this bottom part right here. I feel like this part is the darkest because that's where my t-shirt, my face kind of cast a shadow on my neck. But I tend to put my neck to the sun because band camp is hot. But like right here is where my t-shirt ends. So I feel like that's where the sun hits the most, because I do look up sometimes, look at the kids, look up at drum major, look up at my bosses. She's up in a high tower. And I feel like that line is just really dark right there from band camp, being out in that sun, but can't wait for it. We're going to have a great season again. Alright, I hope you guys like my two little puffs. Also Raven Elise inspired, but I'm definitely going to wash my hair tomorrow and see how it reverts after my whole flat iron experience. It looks like a blowout. I enjoyed it while it lasted though. Moving on, we are going to use my Black Radiance powder in... Let me look. We're going to use Black Radiance powder in Milk Chocolate Finish, which normally I've been using to set my entire face. We're going to use this to kind of bronze up the skin. I'm going to use this big fluffy brush. So this is my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Milk Chocolate Finish. I'm just going to take this kind of as a contour bronzing shade. To add some dimension into my skin. And then we're going to take the lighter shade and kind of lightly set the rest of my face. I don't want to put too much of it though, because I like the way this goes with my natural skin tone. I feel like this foundation stays true to my skin tone, like my undertone. Even though it's not a perfect match, I feel like it looks really good with my skin and my body. So I don't want to put too much powder to cover it up. I also still feel like with this foundation that my skin kind of still peeks through a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but just enough to where it doesn't look so masky like some of my other foundations that are just not a good skin tone match. But I was responding to all my comments early this morning since I worked until 7 a.m. and discussing with one of my subscribers that has been watching my foundation videos. She commented on how, you know, I am a dark-skinned woman, but I have more of like a golden olive undertone. My olive tone leans definitely way more towards the yellow side than anything else, so it makes it harder to find foundations because foundations for darker skin tend to be more orange and red, which look not good on me, but I just kind of make them work because I love makeup and I love foundations, so you just gotta do what you gotta do out here. Hopefully you see how that's adding some dimension into the face, but not taking away from the color of the foundation. I'm also going to take some of this down the sides of my nose using this big fluffy brush from NYX. It's one of their multi-purpose face brushes, expert face brushes, pro brushes. You see how it's coming together? And then we're going to go into the Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Creamy Bronze Finish, which I can use all over in winter. But we're going to take this, and like I said, we're going to lightly just kind of press this over my skin, everywhere else, to kind of set the foundation. very lightly, not applying too much. But I am going to kind of go in on my eyelids because I don't want my eyelids to crease. But basically applying this everywhere else. Definitely sweep some down here to kind of sharpen up our bronzer area. And down the bridge of the nose a little bit as best you can. And I'm also just making sure that it blends in with everything else. All right. So that's foundation and powder. Really simple, but still has a little bit of dimension, but not too much. Not doing the most like I normally like to do. So now we're going to move on to highlighting. And of course, I'm going to use my Black Radiance highlighter in Ginger Snap, my favorite. And I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush to apply this. And then I'm going to show you guys the colors of my dress before we get into the actual colored part of the makeup. So I'm just going to lightly sweep some of this across the high points of my face, like the cheekbone. As you can see, it gives a lovely glow. Beautiful on deeper skin tone. You can find Black Radiance out depending on the demographic of where you live. Walmart, Kmart. I find mine at Kmart always. Walmart, Kmart, some Walgreens, CVS, some Rite Aids. But for me, I can only find it at my local Kmart when I'm up here at college in Rock Hill, South Carolina. In Sumter, South Carolina, I can find it in Walmart too. And like Walgreens and stuff. Did the nose, the Cupid's bow. I think it really just makes a difference, adds to my face. I'm also going to do the brow area. Because we're not going to do a lot with eyeshadow, but we are going to do some. Because like I said, I'm just working the night shift. So you see how I'm getting that glow on the cheek and on the brow area. Adding more to the nose, because that's where I like to put the most, honestly. My nose and the Cupid's bow. I'm just checking. Make sure that I have the glow, you see. Alright. And with whatever's left, you can kind of brush that other places if you like. So that's that. I'll move on to blush, but first let me show you the dress. So these are the colors. I'm wearing a maxi dress that my roommate actually just gave me. Isn't it pretty? It's super duper long, which makes me super duper happy because I could actually wear this with wedges. As you can see, it has turquoise, like a peachy salmon color, and yellow, and then of course black. Those are the colors. So that's kind of what we're going to be going for. I'm going to focus more on the peach and the turquoise color. And my nails are orange, so I feel like it goes really cute. And also you can see the true color of my skin. This is very true to my skin tone. This is the dark side. This is the lighter side. You can see the difference. So yeah, this is really good natural light. There we go. You see how the makeup flows seamlessly with the color of my skin. I feel like a little Minnie Mouse. Okay, we got to keep going because it's 12:10. Got to keep going, 20 minutes. So now we're going to move on to blush, and I'm going to choose a blush that kind of matches the dress. So I'm going to use this blush up here mixed with this blush, and this is my Beauty Treats matte blush palette. Got this at my local hair store here in Rock Hill for $4.99. The sticker is still on it. Love this. I don't need any more blushes because I'm not really a blush fanatic, but I do like wearing blush. But I prefer to spend my money on foundations and lipsticks, which you guys already know. So we're going to mix those two together using this brush from, I think, Coastal Scents. And I'm going to apply that to the cheeks. Mixing those two together. Applying to the cheeks. And I'm using light pressure, circular motions. I can't wait to move into my own place because I feel like I'm going to have really bomb lighting. I'm on the 3rd floor, so it should be really good. Closer to the sun, closer to God. And I'm just building it up to match the intensity of the other side. Oh yeah, we're getting blushed. You just see that nice glow, the blush. Very kind of fresh, youthful look that we have going so far. So that's it for blush. We're going to move on to the brows because I do need some eyebrows. There was one day I just didn't feel like doing my eyebrows, but I just feel like I felt okay about it, but I feel like I just looked crazy to the world not having eyebrows. So for my brows, you guys know I like to use a black and a brown eyeliner pencil. I ran out of my traditional pencil, so I'm using this NYX retractable pencil in black. It is waterproof. It is very intense. But so far, I feel like I'm doing okay with using it to do my brows and not looking too crazy. So I just try and use a very light hand. Now I always like to start with the black. If you don't like black, don't use black. This is what I like to do. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now I'm going in with the brown pencil, which is almost gone as well. I need to invest in some more eye pencils. Sorry, I see my oil sheen on my little puffs. Oh, I'm in a rush. I might have to put mascara on when I get there. You can't really rush my brows though. Going back with the black. I always like to do the arch and the tail with the black. And I like doing my highlight before I do my brows because as you can see, it's there still. And my brows are still there. I don't have to go back over them. I did that on accident, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. I know I haven't gotten to the palette yet, so bear with me. We're almost there to the eyes. Alright, I think I'm done with the black. Now I need to brush these brows out and maybe go in with a little bit more brown. Just use my normal little brush that's supposed to be for your eyelashes, but I use it on my brows to blend out the pencils. I have that song, At Night I Think of You. I want to be your lady, baby. If you want a call, give me a call, boo. If your love is strong, gotta give my all to you. That's the song for the Running Man challenge, I think. And they played it 1,000 times at the band banquet I recently went to. Like 1,000 times. And I grew up listening to that song, but the kids that I teach had no idea where that song came from. They were just like, but I'm like over there singing my heart out and they were laughing at me. Signs I'm getting old. Alright, so my brows look decent-ish. This one, my right one's giving me a little... like it's not as soft as this one, you see the difference? But we gonna keep it moving because it doesn't look terrible. Alright, so going on to the eyes. Actually, let's go on to the lips real quick. So the lipstick I'm going to wear is going to be Chula from Kat Von D, and I'm going to put a NYX Butter Gloss on top to kind of make it more of a softer orange. So this is Chula, Kat Von D. I'm kind of applying it lightly. As you can see, it's a pretty orange. Highly recommend it for all skin tones, honestly. Super pretty color. Great for spring. And to kind of lighten it up, I'm going to take Tiramisu, which is one of my favorite NYX butter glosses, and put some of this on top. Put some of this on top. There we go. So now the color matches more, a little bit more with my dress. All right, let's keep it moving on to the eyes. Like I said, it's going to be super simple for the eyes today. Let me know what colors you want to see next, but I'm going to focus on turquoise for my eyes today with a little bit of orange. So this is my BH Cosmetics 120 palette that I'm featuring. And oh look, Liz texted me. Let's see if she's going to be late or not. Brushing my teeth, then hitting the road. All right, so it looks like we're actually going to be there at the same time, depending on where one of our SI sisters lives. All right, so like I said, I want to do something that shows you guys that you can use these giant, cheaper palettes. I got this one, I think, for $20 to create beautiful eye looks. So to keep it simple, I think I'm going to use something all over the lid, and then we're going to use a pop of turquoise in the lash line. So for all over the lid, I'm going to go in with this nice bronzy brown shade up here because I feel like it will go with my skin tone. Actually, I can take the... Oops, I forgot there's one that always falls out. One little pot. So we're going to take this bronzy shade right here and use that all over the lid. I'm using my same brush that I use to apply any shadows of my shadows all over the lid. And and it's really pigmented. Like, I ain't mad at these shadows, bruh. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. And they're actually pretty soft in my opinion. But you can see that bronzy shade on the lid. This texts me back. Alright, so we have that nice bronze shade applied. Hopefully you can see that. I think it's really pretty. And now we're going to add kind of an orange shade to blend out the crease and add some warmth just to go with, you know, the dress and the rest of the makeup. I'll be there. So we just moved the time back to 1:15, which isn't bad. So 15 additional minutes. I don't think there's going to be traffic or anything, and I'm basically almost done with this look. But yeah. All right, so back to the eyes. Sorry, I get distracted easily. So now we're going to add, like I said, an orange color in the crease to add some warmth to the look. So I'm going to go into the other tray. It has two trays. This is the first tray, which I use the bronze from. This is the second tray that's still in the palette. And it has some nice oranges and bright colors. So I'm going to take this matte orange shade up here. You can see that. And it has a nice mirror. And we're going to use that in our crease to warm up the crease. Wow, it comes off almost yellow on my skin. So we're going to mix that with a deeper orange right here. There we go, that's more orange. And I'm going to blend that into the crease around the edges of that bronze shade. And I can see it in person, but I don't think you guys can see it on camera, that it is adding a tiny bit of warmth. But it's also mixing it with the bronze. I don't think you guys can see it. I can see it. Oh gosh, here they come again. All right, so my neighbors are kind of loud and disrespectful, but we're going to keep it moving because I'll be moving on Saturday. So now we're going to go on to the bottom lash line and the inner corner. So for my bottom lash line, I want to use a nice turquoise color that kind of matches my dress. So I'm going to use this turquoise all the way down here. It's one of the lighter ones. Oh, I forget that shadow always falls out. I need to just like throw it away, but I like the color of it. This turquoise all the way down here, I'm going to use that on the bottom lash line. I'm not going to use a primer. I didn't use any eye primer or anything. So we're going to see how pigmented this is, and how it works for my bottom lash line. And I'm just using my small little brush that I use to normally highlight my inner corner to apply this. And I didn't use any liner or anything like that, a turquoise liner, because I do have some. Just using this color. And I might go in with just a little bit darker of a turquoise, but it is showing up. I'm going to mix in a little bit of this darker shimmery turquoise right here. As you can see, it's really shimmery, this one. I'm applying it to the lash line and kind of in the waterline as well. As you can see, we're getting good color payoff. And then last for this look is just mascara. I don't want to do any wing liner. I'm going for more of a softer look. I feel like with my little Minnie Mouse ponytail puffs, I'm going for more of a youthful, fresh look. And I definitely feel like eyeliner would make it a little more fierce. Do you hear their music? It's not as loud as it was the other day where they had the doors open dancing and stuff. So thank you. You can see how bright that is, like really good color payoff. And of course you can check me out on my Snap, and I don't think I'm going to put any pictures on IG of this look because it's kind of simple, but check me out on Snapchat to see it in real life and in natural light. I'm just still building up the turquoise. I'm taking a deeper turquoise and placing that on the outer half. Wow, this one's really pigmented. If you have this palette, the turquoise right here is real pigmented. Like that one, do you see how it's darker on the outer half? That one's really pigmented. So I'm using that to deepen up kind of the outer half of the eye look and putting it in the waterline a little bit. Yeah, that is intense. And that's all I'm using this palette for today. But I will do looks where I use more of the shadows on my actual eye instead of just on the bottom lash line and waterline. But like I said, lastly, I'm just going to add mascara because it's almost 12:30. It's 12:26. And I need to hit the road. And the mascara I'm going to wear is going to be my Urban Decay Perversion. You guys already know. That's actually the only mascara I have right now because I threw out all my other ones because it was time. You know, after 90 to 100 days, you really need to throw your mascaras out. So this is mascara I'm going to use, Urban Decay Perversion. And if you want a tight line, do a wing liner. Oh, I forgot to highlight the inner corner. If you want to do any of that, you do you. But I'm going to highlight my inner corner with a nice bright orange. That'll be pretty. A nice like coral orange shade to match my dress. Once I get my brush back out and I wipe it off. Going back into that palette real quick. Go into the bottom tray. There's some really nice shimmery colors. Ooh, I see the perfect color. So going back into the palette, I'm going to take this color right down here. It literally matches the color of my dress perfectly. There you go. Now you can see it. And we're going to use that to highlight the inner corners of the eye. I don't know how popping it's going to be on my skin tone. There's also still a little bit of turquoise left on this brush. But we're going to see what it does for me. It's giving a little bit, tiny bit. I'm sure you guys can hear their music. Oh, there we go. Okay, so hopefully you can see I'm not blocking it. But now I'm kind of, instead of sweeping it, I'm more patting it on, and I'm definitely getting a little bit more brightness. This is literally just a shimmery peach shade that matches my dress. Hopefully you can see that inner corner highlight coming through for me because it is very pretty. Alright, so last is mascara. Now that we got that done. Just closing up shop, putting everything back in a nice orderly fashion. Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, top and bottom lashes, and it's $12.29. I'm starting to feel a little bit, when I get warm, which is warm in here, I start to feel a little bit nauseous. So I'm going to finish applying this mascara off camera, and I'm going to drink some water and get on the road to go see Liz and have brunch. I hope you guys enjoyed this first look in this little series using the palette, and I hope you see how like intense that turquoise is. And even the bronze shade I feel like is really, really pretty on the eyes. I feel like I could have easily achieved the same look using any of my other high-end palettes and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. That's kind of the point of me using this palette for this whole week. Just to show you that you don't have to go high-end and that these, you know, great quality 100 color plus palettes or even like 60 or 40 color plus palettes do work and are just as effective. You know, don't feel pressure to buy everything. And just use what you got. Make it work. You can always make it work. For you. And companies, like I said, BH Cosmetics, Makeup Geek, Coastal Scents, ColourPop, these are affordable makeup companies and don't sleep on them. And nobody's paying me to say this. This is just from one girl, one college girl on a budget to other people on a budget. Because I have my fair share of high-end makeup, and like I've been dabbling in it for like the last few months of last year and like basically up until March of this year, and you know, it's not all it's hyped up to be. I still love the drugstore. I still love the more affordable makeup brands, and I think that's what I'm going to go back to. Focusing more on that, especially Makeup Geek and like Morphe. I forgot to mention them. Really interested in some of their products. You can see this mascara is bizarre. I love it. And how lashes really do make a difference to a look. And of course, applying this to the bottom lashes as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what other colors you want to see, and I'm definitely going to do like a full eye look. I have something in mind. Maybe for tomorrow we'll see what I end up wearing. If not, I'll just probably dress like a bum and have some bomb makeup because I do have to work the night shift tomorrow as well. But yeah, I have a really pretty look I'm thinking of tomorrow. Inspired by my little sister's best friend. She had this beautiful eye look and I was like, I want to do something like that. And there's definitely a color in this palette that I'm thinking of for the lid. Yeah, this video is basically over unless you just feel like watching me apply more and more and more mascara. I'm almost done with this mascara. I love this mascara. Honestly, I feel like it was made for my lashes. I feel like I say that all the time, but it just works so good for me. And I really do like the way that this look came out. It was exactly what I envisioned in my head. I think it's super cute, super fun, matches my dress. I'm happy. The only thing that can make this outfit and look better is if I had some jewelry, but I don't feel like digging through my literally shoe box of jewelry to find something to match this outfit. Like maybe a nice gold necklace and some gold earrings or something. And I don't want to steal my roommate's jewelry because it's literally right there. I'm like looking at it. And she has some on the wall. I've kind of been enjoying the no jewelry, relaxed look. Simple look. All right. Okay, I'm done applying mascara. So it's 12:35. I need to brush my teeth and get going. Yeah, I brush my teeth after I do my makeup. I'm weird. But do you see how the foundation goes with my body? You see how everything is like complementing each other? And I'm going to just show up. I'm going to stand up and show you guys how everything looks with my outfit. See how that bottom lash line really like ties into the dress and the orange lip and the blush. If I stand up, I stand up completely straight, you won't be able to see all of me, so that's why I'm bending. That might be my photo. Again, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate your support. And let me know what else you want to see. What colors, what combinations, what you want to see. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.